Hello, hello, hello. You are going to Japan. Maybe you're going to a Japanese language school. Maybe you have the amazing experience in taking part in a homestay. So you're living with Japanese people together. Maybe you're doing a work trip and meeting your coworkers, or you're just a tourist but going for the fourth or fifth time and already have Japanese friends. But you had the amazing idea of bringing some gifts. But the first thing that we will think about is, what are good gifts for Japanese people? This stuff that you will bring, you have limited space in your luggage because you have your clothes and everything, so we need to really settle down on important stuff that they will like. It would be such a waste of time, such a waste of spare space in our suitcase if they would just think, bleh, what the hell is that? I lived in Japan for 1 year, made a lot of Japanese friends and brought so many different stuff over there and gave it to them, and kind of like have a lot of recommendations and experiences on what they like. And you should really stick to the end because we will do a haul and I will show you a lot of stuff that I will bring to my next Japan trip in order to make my Japanese friends happy over there. There are for sure some stuff that you cannot buy in your country that I can buy here. But I will explain to you why I chose those items, and you can understand, okay, what is a good thing that I should think about? What is something the Japanese really like? And you can search in your own country for stuff that will fit into this category. So just let's go! The first thing that I want to say, you're an amazing person. You're probably in the middle of your planning and you're not only thinking about yourself, you are thinking about other people. You are one step closer to becoming a Japanese person. Because Japanese really appreciate the gifting culture. If they're traveling inside of Japan, they will really buy different stuff because Japan has really unique items that you can only buy in specific prefectures. And if you have something from your own country, you will make a lot of plus points. You can't imagine how many Japanese people haven't went abroad a single time, and then you bring something so really far away and you have a recommendation, you have a story to share why you brought this stuff. They will be unimaginable happy. I promise you, you will love it. And the best thing about gifting is the joy of the other person. So I'm really glad that you chose this video and I'll guide you through everything that you should consider. Let's go. This video will focus on edible stuff. So snacks and sweets, because Japanese people really love snacks.
Ey Junge, was glaubst du eigentlich, wer du bist? Du kommst hierher und präsentierst mir hier diese dumme Scheiße. Wenn ich wie im Internet der jungen Dame ein Kondom überreiche, dann schläft sie bestimmt mit mir. Mi. Deine Eltern haben dich wohl zu oft vom Fahrrad geschubst, du Bastard. Und wenn du mich fragst, zu Recht! Dabei weiß ja jeder, dass du mich mit Süßigkeiten viel besser überzeugen könntest.
And it is way easier to gift them because everyone will eat it, and after you ate it, kind of like there's nothing left and you spare the space. As you know, Japanese homes are really small, and if you will bring huge gifts, maybe like decorations or stuff, they sometimes don't even have the proper space of putting it up. And Japan has a lot of earthquakes, so something like a special vase or something which can break pretty easily is always in danger. They will of course appreciate it, but you're always on a safe bet with nice and oishi snacks. Japanese people really love beautiful packaging. It doesn't need to be expensive, but it needs to look nice and beautiful. If you have ever bought something in Japan, everything is wrapped in itself inside of a plastic bag, and then outside we have a kind of cute and small shopping bag, something that you get in the size of if you're buying for like Chanel or these luxury brands. You always get a small bag, and this kind of like gives a premium feeling to whatever you are gifting. Before we will really start into the sweets, I want to show you how Japanese sweets look like so that you will get an idea. I have here some coconutsu sabure. These are some kind of crackers, some cookies with coconut flavor. And if we will open the package, I've prepared it. There are 4 packages. In each one are 4 cookies inside of it. This is pretty often in Japan, everything is wrapped in itself. If we will compare it to Europe or maybe even America, if we will open kind of like the first package, everything is already in there and you can just immediately kind of like eat it out of that box. The second item that I have here are those Pockies. They have a paper package, and if we open it, we will come to the delicious stuff, and we have 2 extra packages of Pocky. You will immediately see, if I'll compare it to the German ones as well, in Germany there's only 1 package inside, so the Japanese size, the Japanese portion size is always a bit smaller than what we are maybe used to. Now we will compare the Kokonatsu Sabure and the Pockies to a German snack. I have here some really goddamn delicious Nutella biscuits I can recommend to all of you, but they have one huge problem compared to the other one. This package, if once opened, is completely open, and if you want to have some cookie, you will put your whole hand inside of it and take one out, and for sure will touch some other cookies as well. As I've shown you before with the other ones, Japanese sweets are always wrapped in itself and they're sealed. So if you will take them, you don't need to think about that someone else has maybe touched your food before.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
They're really not used to this kind of packaging, and due to the high humidity in Japan, they can turn bad pretty fast. And as a Japanese person who normally eats like those small Pocky sizes, you have a huge bowl of 22 cookies and feel low-key forced to eat them as soon as possible. As I said in the beginning, a lot of Japanese people haven't even once went to another country, and Japanese people will also think about their relatives and families. If you have something like this, maybe you will have an oji-san, like a 40-year-old guy who has like children at home, and he sees those and it's the first thing that he's thinking, oh, that is a great idea, but I want to gift them to my children. If you have it like this and you will just take them out, you will not kind of put it in your bag and will get it home safely. You will maybe crush it in your bag, the chocolate will melt, it will be a disaster to bring home, even if you want to. So now we're going to talk about what is better. What should you bring? First of all, everything should be wrapped in itself, like I have here with these 8 knoppers. As we said before, now everything is sealed and everyone can just take one, eat it peacefully, and you don't need to worry about that someone else has touched it before. But 8 is of course also a limited amount. Maybe if you're going to a Japanese language school and you want to share it to the whole staff of the school as a gift or as a thank you for having me. Maybe you're going to work and you don't know how many colleagues you will maybe have in your Japan branch. If you will just bring 8 of these and there may be 20 people in the office, the first 8 who will come gets one. Everyone will talk about the nice snack that you brought. Everyone else will come, maybe they were still busy with work, and they will be sad that the people in front of them already ate everything that you have. So we need to be better and smarter. And the idea of bringing minis is amazing. These ones are knoppas as well, but these are mini-sized ones. Now, some of you could argue that these are not minis, that these definitely are average, but this is not the topic for today. Every one of these is wrapped in itself, and if we compare it now, you will have way more than only the 8 knoppers. You can just hand it out to everyone, and with those packages you're guaranteed that everyone is getting a snack, and even they're small and easy to see and use, so they can put it in their bag and bring it at home to their own children or someone else that they want to gift it to. These Knoppers Minis are really good because they're not only small, wrapped in itself and easy to gift, they're also cute. This is like a winter edition with like a cute penguin. But if you compare Japanese packaging and European or American packaging, you will immediately find out. In Japan, they have all these anime decorations on it, limited editions with this and that. And the packaging is always kind of cute and have so many detail and love in it. And sometimes if you just compare normal German or European packaging, I mean, for example, just have a look at this Rittersport. Of course, it is a bar of chocolate and it shows that it's a bar of chocolate with a cookie inside, but there are no cute characters. There's nothing which makes it stand out. And the Japanese people really have those cute packaging. So you will make it more interesting for them if it is cute as well, because it kind of like does a thing to their brain because they're just used to it. And to be honest, we all love cute things. For the cute stuff, the packaging can be nice, but you can even go one step above. And I think like the Kinder Happy Hippo ones are an amazing thing. Every single one of them is wrapped in itself, so really easy to give out to someone. And as you can see here, they are shaped as a hippo. And every one of these even has like a different design of a hippo, whatever, doing like some poses and stuff. It's really cute. They're delicious, wrapped in itself, and cute. A banger. If possible, do a little bit of research. Like really huge brands that are popular around the world can often be bought in Japan as well. So, for example, I got some Milka chocolate here. Milka is a huge brand, sometimes hard to get by in Japan, but buyable if you want to. So there will be a lot of Japanese people who have eaten Milka chocolate before. The same thing with these Haribo gold bears. But we are smarter than the average people. We're not bringing the basic stuff that they maybe have eaten before. We'll always go one step above and we'll bring something unique. As you maybe can see here, this is called Saft. So these are juice gold bears. They have a little bit different flavors and kind of like have more or stronger flavors than the actual original ones. And one spoiler ahead, Japanese people really like this because they're not used to this. They know gold bears, but if you gave it to them, they say, damn, these are really good. The same thing with the chocolate I've showed you before. This one is Milka, and as you see, in kind of like one of those pieces, always like one whole Oreo cookie is inside of it. So it's not only a boring ass Milka bar, it has the unique stuff that they definitely haven't seen. But to the being unique, there's always a limit. There are a lot of videos that you have maybe seen before. Japanese people, to be honest, I would say most people in the world are not used to eating licorice. Now, I have an amazing video here that you can have a look at.
Today, I will let my Japanese colleagues get their first taste of licorice.
これリコリッシュと言われてます。
リコリッシュ
そう珍しいアメリカの
いただきます。
国際的なスナック。どうですか？これゴルメリコリッシュですけど。
すげえうまい。
And they will for sure not like it. What they have told me, my friends, is that licorice kind of tastes as for them as Chinese bitter medicine. So no one is really liking this idea. If you have enough space in your luggage, you can bring a small package to just have a laugh together, because of course a lot of them have heard from licorice. I've seen the same videos as you just did and are interested in eating it, but they will just puke it out after 3 seconds and tell you it is absolutely disgusting. And that is, to be honest, a bit sad. So we should stick with stuff that they like. And on the same end, we have vegan gummies. The first time I went to Japan, I brought a vegan gummy package from Katjes. I think like they're called Tropical or something. I'll put it on here because I really like them. If you have eaten veggie gummies before, you know that the consistency is a bit different from the actual normal Haribo ones, for example, which contain gelatin. These are vegan, or even then, if they're vegan, they're vegetarian as well. Doesn't contain any kind of gelatin and stuff, but their consistency is a bit different. The first Japanese people I gifted those gummies to really liked the flavor, but 3 seconds later was also like, nanja kore? Swallowed the one and then refused to eat more because they were just not used to it or just didn't like the consistency, like the chewing feeling on it. And I was a little bit surprised and was like, okay, is that maybe a personal problem? You know, everyone has a different taste. So I kept them and was meeting some other friends just a few days later. And I gave it to them as well. I wanted to see how they like it. And I got the 100% same reaction. They liked the flavor. They tasted nice, but the consistency was not only weird, it was so off that they wanted to get it out of their mouths. If doable for being nice, they will of course try to swallow it, but if we'll go back to the licorice, sometimes they can't and they will just spit it out and throw it away, and that is a waste of your money and your precious space in the luggage. So if doable, stay away from veggie gummies because they're not just used to it. Before we will start with my haul and I give you like a small brief overview of everything that I have here, we will do a final conclusion. These are great because they're packed individually, stay fresh, and you can give them to people and no one else has touched them before. But being even smarter is bringing mini packages like those knoppers, like Hanuta minis or something, that you have a huge amount that they can pack it easily inside of their pockets if they want to bring it to their own children, whoever. And if you're meeting groups, easy. If you're meeting smaller amount of people, just make everyone a cute bag, as we said in the beginning. Just buy some cute paper bags and just take 5 out, put them inside of it, make 1 out for your other friend, and you can make kind of like sweet gift bags. If you're gifting a single person something like this, or the gummy bears are of course alright because they will just eat it alone or they will share it with someone they really appreciate, so they won't have a problem that someone else is touching it. But you're giving it maybe out to a Japanese language school, you're giving it out at work, stay away from packaging like this because there are the chances that a lot of people will just refuse to eat it because the chance is so high that everyone else has already put their hand inside of it. The same of course goes for chips bags and stuff. We normally here in Europe have like I think 150 gram chips bags, but really big recommendation, and from Funny Frisch they have like a special package that you can sometimes buy. I think they're like 4 or 5 small bags kind of like wrapped all together and you can just buy them like this. Also amazing idea because it kind of gives them the possibility to eat chips, and you have the kind of like mini idea as well, and everyone gets his own bag of chips to eat, and they really like the German chips. The final thing, and probably the most important thing, is bring stuff that you like. Of course, now I have all my experience because I gave out so many different snacks and ate so many different sweets with my Japanese friends. But you will have sweets in your country that I have never heard of, and I can tell if they're good or not. But you have a story for them. You will bring them to Japan because you want to gift it to someone and you want to say, hey, thank you, I really appreciate it. And you have made your mind up what is a good thing that you want to give to them. Always stick to that and not go for like statistics or Japanese people don't stuff that is really salty or Japanese people don't like stuff that is too sweet. Give them something that you want to give them to. It will widen their horizon, and even if the unlucky chance is happening that they really don't like it, you made an experience, but you had a story to tell and it makes it unique, a gift, something that they received from you. Okay, we did everything that I wanted to tell you, and now comes the final thing, the haul that I promised you. I have actually spent like close to 60 euros here in Germany for just buying sweets and kind of like preparing this video, and we will make a small rundown to spare some time for you as well, but I'll show you everything that I have laying around in front of me and give you small details on why I like it. And of course everything that I have laying around here is something that I flavor-wise really like and want to give to Japanese people and think is worthwhile eating or giving to them. So let's go. I don't think I need to say it with my like 15 followers, but everything here is bought by myself. I am not sponsored, but if there is a huge company like Ferrero who wants to sponsor my videos with millions and millions of money, or just give me an unlimited amount of Nutella biscuits every single year, just contact me, ne? We will begin with the stuff that I've showed you already. The basic knoppers, but not basic. These ones are knoppers black and white. I actually prefer them over the normal ones, and wrapped in itself, really nice and easy to eat because kind of like the chocolate is not melting really fast. Amazing, just really good. For groups, way better. It is still the knoppers experience, but you just have way more, really easy to share to everyone. We will stick with stuff that is easy to share. The Happy Hippos. I really love them flavor-wise. I really love them. Big recommendation to everyone as well. And they're goddamn cute, right? The packaging is cute. It's wrapped in itself. Even really good gift for children. While we are at the Kinder section of this video, we will go with Kinder Country. Probably one of my favorite snacks here in Germany. One of my favorite sweets here in Germany. I'm just a huge sucker for like the milk cream that Kinder produces. It's just amazing, and kind of like this thing is to 80% filled with those milk cream. Amazing, just I freaking love it. Really close, we have the Kinderriegel, and as you could guess, they're filled to the brim with these milk cream. Amazing, it's like a huge package. Everything is also wrapped in itself, really easy to share with everyone, really easy to give. But think about this is chocolate, and Japan in the summer can be really hot. And we said in the beginning, make it as beautiful as you can. If they will kind of like melt in this package and you have something which doesn't look beautiful anymore, it can be a little bit harsh. So maybe think about the season you're going to Japan. I have these pickups here, and you can probably see something. They're filled with milk cream. I'm kind of an easy guy, and I explain it to you. Cookies filled with like chocolate and the milk cream, amazing. I love them as well. We have like everything is packaged in itself, easy to gift and hand out to everyone. Now a bit more to the stuff that is not packaged in itself. The Nutella biscuits, really goddamn, I freaking love them. They're so goddamn good, but the package is kind of not really good for gifting. But maybe you have like this one special friend that you like the most, or your significant other. You should definitely bring them the package of those. Maybe if you're going to Germany for tourism, have a look for them. You're not easily to get them here as well, but they're really good, I promise. Chocolate. I have Milka bars, and as I said before, I went with a bit more special stuff. We have 2 with Oreos. The one that I showed you in the beginning, where like one whole Oreo is inside of it, and one where it's like the Oreo cream inside of it. Just easy, it's one step up from the normal Milka one. Added something that I like, so always amazing to gift. This one is really kind of close to the Rittersport that I have over here, because you see it's just filled with a cookie, and to be honest, I bought the wrong package. I wanted to buy the one which contains Tuk, and Tuk is like a salty cracker that is inside of the sweet chocolate. I think that's a really cool idea. I really like them, but I mistakenly bought a wrong package. Rittersport, also really famous. A lot of Japanese people have heard from this brand, but you cannot really buy it, so just bring one, and as I said before, bring one that you like. I went for like Knusperkeks. I think they're really good, but I only have like one here because maybe you've seen it. I like them more, so I bought more of the Milka. More chocolate. I have Nippons. And some people of you are familiar with like the Japanese language, then you will know that Japan, the country itself, is called in Japanese Nihon. But the old way of saying Nihon is actually Nippon. And this one is chocolate, and kind of like it's filled with like puffed rice. It's kind of like the puffed rice is coated with chocolate. I like them, but I think it's just funny because of course the Japanese people will read the Nippon thing and it's kind of like correlated to them. And I think that's just a funny idea. Otherwise, they're terrible to gift. It's one huge box, and if I just open it, there's the whole package aligned, and it's chocolate, it can melt fast. You can only give it to one person, yeah. Last but not least, the gummy sections. As I said before, go with Haribo, that is a bit more special. I think the gold bears are amazing because everyone has seen the normal gold bears, but you go one step up with the Saft ones, and I think they're actually really also better than the normal ones. And they're not as super creative as some other stuff like the bats that you have, or the licorice snails from Haribo. You stay to something that they have seen before, but doing like one step up. I think this is actually like an amazing idea. As I've seen, but I just have it last year next to me, stay away from veggie. I said that most Japanese people probably won't like it, but always think about bring stuff that you like, and taste is different for everyone, so you will for sure have Japanese people who really love those, or you have a vegetarian Japanese friend, a vegan Japanese friend. They're still quite rare over there in Japan, but it's getting more and more popular over there as well, because they then also can feel a bit more easy while eating snacks. Okay. This was actually everything that I wanted to tell you. I really hope that you liked this video. I'll do my very best to upload this video before Christmas season. And if you want to see me talking about other stuff that you should bring to Japan, for example, maybe tea, maybe souvenirs, then just write a comment and let me know. And if I will find the time, I will make it. Until then, have fun packing, and I guess we'll see us in Japan.